Good morning, welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And we're kicking off with trying to finish up the C10 project. So that's number one top priority for this new year. Also, in the last video, or I should say the last C10 video, there was an issue that when I was putting the rear diff in, that on one of my YouTube shorts, I asked if you could spot the issue. Well, we're gonna get into that issue once I get up to the shop. I just got to go and pick up a drill bit, and once we get up to the shop, I'll explain to you the issue that I had when I was installing the rear end into the truck. And just like I said, we'll get started. I'll get that little issue corrected, and we'll get back to doing what we're supposed to do in this video, which is installing the shocks, the front shocks and the rear shocks. So all right, I'll come back to the video once I get up to the shop. All right, so not sure if you guys caught it in the last video, but I'm gonna have to take the rear end back out and take the trailing arms back off. If you look, I got the trailing arms on the wrong sides and they're flipped upside down. So that's why they're pointing down. They should be flat basically. And that's why my diff angle is sitting so high. I was thinking that maybe you get weight on it on the rear end and the diff would straighten up, but something just didn't sit right with me, and I went back through my old videos, and yes, I do have these trailing arms on wrong. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the shocks in this video. I'm not gonna record me actually taking this rear end back out and flipping these trailing arms around. It's not that much of an issue because I had to take the U-bolts out anyway to put the shock brackets on the bottom of them. So it's just, like I said, it's just more of an inconvenience, but it's something that I got to get done. I knew this angle was off for some reason, and it just didn't sit right with me, and I just went back and looked at my old video, and sure as shit, I got them on the wrong sides and upside down. So, all right, well, let me go ahead and get this taken apart and deal with this, deal with my mistake, and then we can get back to where we're at and get back to installing the shock brackets. Okay, so now that I got the trailing arms flipped around, I'm gonna go ahead and install the lift blocks or drop blocks, 2-inch drop blocks. That's gonna give it a total of 7 inches lower in the rear. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed, and then we'll continue, and I'm gonna time lapse this. Now that I got the rear end back in, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the shocks on the back. And on the front, we'll move around to the front. And the front is gonna have these on it, to where I think it's gonna go like this. And that's gonna support the shock right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Got the reinforcement on. I had to hollow out the original hole that was in the frame. I haven't drilled the second hole yet. I just want to make sure everything lines up with the shock first before I drill the second hole. And I got it on both sides there and over here. And I've also put the relocation brackets on the back of the frame. So when I get ready to put the shocks back here, everything should be lined up. So I don't have everything tightened up because I'm not 100% sure that I got these brackets right here in the back in the right orientation. So, but just wanted to show you where I was so far. I got to get a new bit. This frame was actually harder to drill through than I thought. So I'm gonna get some good bits so that I can drill the second hole. All right, come back to the video in a minute. All right, hole drilled out, second bolt installed. And getting ready to work on the other side, which I'm gonna most likely time lapse. Alright, so I got this one finished. I kind of struggled a little bit with this one because I didn't know that there's different size inserts. And so on this one, I put the wrong size insert so the bolt wouldn't go through. So I had to take it back out, put the right size insert on. And also with the shock bracket, it wasn't lining up right. It wasn't even lining up with the holes. So I had to hit it and try to bend it to get it right. And I finally got it on there. So let's go ahead and work on the back. Also on the back, I installed the nuts and I forgot the shock brackets have to go up under there. So I'm gonna have to take those nuts back off, put the shock brackets on, and then I can get the shock brackets, I can get the rear shocks installed. Okay, I don't have the brackets tightened up yet, but what I'm gonna do now is take the opportunity to measure my rear end to make sure it's centered from here to here, or here to here. I didn't do that the first time, and since I'm gonna have the U-bolts loose, I might as well go ahead and do it now. Alright, got the tops on, nothing's tightened up. You saw where I got the plates on the bottom, or I didn't show you, but I got the plates on the bottom. And what's holding me up now is, let me show you. Everyone says that they have issues with this. This goes inside of the shock and it won't fit on this bolt. And that's the issue I'm having. So a lot of people drill it out. I tried drilling it out, it's not working. So I'm gonna go and see if I can get a bolt that'll fit through this, another grade 8 bolt that'll fit through here, instead of trying to drill this out or trying to find another one of these. So I think that'd be my best option. Okay, so I got my shock bolts, and I'm gonna go ahead and probably set this camera up on time lapse and get these bolts in and try to get the pan hard bar in and wrap this video up. If you can see now, it's dark out. So I need to go ahead and wrap this video up. Stopping the time lapse to show you the issue that I'm struggling with. The shocks are actually bottomed out and they can't go down where they need to go. And it's because I can't compress the spring to get it on there. So I'm gonna have to find a way to put some weight on this rear end so I can compress the spring enough to get the shock in there. So once I figure that out, I'll come back to the video. Okay, so I got the rear shocks on. I got my brother to put some weight on the back while I connected them. Still need to tighten them up. So I just got them on there, got the nuts on, lock washers and everything. So, just like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them up and get that done. And I was gonna put the pan hard bar on, but evidently it has a lot more pieces that was in a box than I actually thought. I thought it just connected right back to the factory location, and apparently it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to do some research to figure out how that goes on. And I haven't set my diff cover back yet. So if it moves it out enough, then I'm gonna go ahead and put the new diff, or put that old diff cover back on. So, but let me go ahead and get everything tightened down and get this thing cleaned up. It's late now, and I don't feel like being up here much longer. Get some bonus Maverick footage at night, just letting it warm up. Okay, back at the house now, and as you see, I got the shocks on the frame of the C10. I was trying to get the pan hard bar put up or the track bar put on, but like I said in the video, apparently it doesn't bolt up to the stock location, and I didn't do enough research on it when I bought it. I just assumed that it goes to the stock location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research on that, try to figure out how that goes on, and if it does give me extra space, I'm going to put that transmission, I'm going to put that rear end cover that I bought on. I haven't sent it back yet, so I'm going to check that out. So I'm going to try to get that taken care of. I just decided to go ahead and close this video out because in this video I said I was just going to do the shocks, and with the issues that I ran into and had to go and buy bolts and stuff, it took a lot longer than I thought it would. So thanks for watching. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't. Click on that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.